Sorry, hope you're still there watching.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be quick with my World Heritage listing issues. So the biggest issue is that they have listed Creswick and the Deep Lead landscape, and also the Great Nuggets historic landscape, which says it embraces the diggings that yielded the greatest concentration of gold nuggets, of the largest gold nuggets in Victoria's that the world has ever known. So we don't know where that actually is. That's a concern.
Well, the area where the biggest gold nuggets in the world come from is actually the Golden Triangle, which Ballarat to Bendigo across to St Arnaud. So,
but do they mean the entire lot, or is it just certain areas like where the Hand of Faith was found, or Welcome Stranger? We don't really know that. So we'll be trying to get some answers over the next couple of weeks and report it back to you. But I don't think we need to take this lying down and think that everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Don't have a great feeling about it. So anyway, I just wanted to keep you guys informed about that.
And look, if you're not a member of the Prospectors and Miners Association Victoria, you need to be, because the more votes we've got there, the more say we've got. So please join up.
Exactly. All right, over to you.
No worries. Okay, just on the newsletter rundown, there was a patch found with a GPZ 7000, a lot of little bits, so it's still out there. You've just got to put the hard yards in and keep swinging. Stock, we've got the stock of the bronze panner. Yeah, they were very popular. I think we've just got a pallet load of them in, so we've got quite a few of them at the moment. But yeah, really good to have one of them sitting in your garden. Really nice piece. The tip out of the newsletter this week was ancient riverbeds can hide rich gold deposits. And look, you need to study maps, look at satellite imagery, and look at the old water channels, focusing on the insides of the bends of the gravel and exposing bedrock where gold may have settled. The tours, the Victorian tours, the 2-dayer is sold out, the 3-dayer is sold out. There is another 3-dayer coming up, which we have limited spots on at the moment. The Western Australian tours that we do, the all-inclusives, there is a few spots left on some of them, and the tag-alongs are actually all sold out at the moment, but we are looking at some new dates for a new tour in WA, but I've just got to sit down and do the homework. The gold price, as about 2 hours ago, was $147.85 per gram. That's just unheard of. Yesterday it hit just over the 150 mark. But yeah, it's dropped back a little bit, but I don't think we can complain about that price at $147.85. Look, I know when I first started detecting in 1980, I remember selling gold for $12.50 a gram. If I'd only had that crystal ball and could get $147.85 for my gold, I think I would have been hanging on to it. But look, that's what we did for a living for many years in Western Australia, and when you're living off the gold, unfortunately you've got to sell it to pay the bills, but gold price is high. Gold of the week, have we got an image for that? Not yet, no. You've probably seen this one here, this nugget. It weighs 385 grams. Not the prettiest of gold on that side, but on this side here, there's actually all water-worn crystals, and that's what makes this nugget so unique, is the water-worn crystals. And look, we actually purchased this in the shop, and I actually paid just over gold price for it. So yeah, look, there's nuggets and there's nuggets, but this one is stunning on that side. Very, very nice nugget. You know, some people will bring in nuggets and they'll say it's a very stunning nugget, but I suppose it's in the, what do they say, it's in the eye of the beholder. So look, crystalline gold can fetch good money, but even that nugget there, it's not what it's worth, it's what someone's willing to pay. And yeah, it is for sale if anyone's willing to put an offer in. That's a good offer, not $1. Relics of the week. Anybody who knows me, I'm very passionate about relics. And look, I started collecting relics probably when I was about 16. I was a bit of a scrounger, I suppose. I, would like looking around the gold fields for relics. I'd buy stuff at the swap meets, auctions, but it was only stuff that I could afford at the time. Now, something I like is they call them a miner's spider or miner's hook. That's them there. Now, the spider they call them a spider because you can hang them off the wall like that, or you can dig them into the wall. And excuse me, they had a candle there, and they lit the candle, and that was their light in the tunnels or the adits. So not much light, but yeah. Look, a spider, there's lots of different types of them, different makers of them. This one here is probably one of the most simple ones, but it's probably one of my favourites. It's probably a 1930s one made out of a bit of a corrugated iron, and yeah, it sort of hangs on the wall, but wouldn't want to be too hard a ground to push that one in there. I think she'd bend up. But just be careful when you're buying not just mining relics, but anything. There is a lot of copies out there. I went to a swap meet there not so long ago. It was probably about a year ago, and a bloke had one there, and it was made in America, a little brass stamp on it. And I thought, gee, I've never seen one of them. That's rare. And I looked over the table, and he had a box full of them. So obviously they're getting them made overseas somewhere, and then selling them off to people that don't know. But copies, they copy things of everything around the place. Unfortunately, there was copies of the Minelab detectors, and people think, oh, that's a cheap detector, I'll buy that. They bring it into the shop, and then we've had to tell them, no, it's a copy. So you really need to be buying from a shop, and then you know that you got a legitimate detector. That's another spider there. Yeah, it's been made out of one piece of steel, that one. Very unique. Okay, don't suppose we've got the video on the field, Talisha? No? We'll see if it works, guys. Yeah, it's Darren here from Lucky Strike in Geelong. Today we're at Slatey Creek, a hill not far from Slatey Creek. Just wanted to show you the amount of work the old timers have done. Now, here has all been done with pick and shovel, and they've basically taken half the hill away, and they've washed all the river wash gravel. So today Slatey Creek is down the bottom down there, probably about 500 metres, but again, millions of years ago, that creek system was up on the hill. And the amount of work that they've done here is just incredible, to be done with a pick and shovel. All the white quartz that you can see is very water worn, so that's how you know that it's been an old river system here. Got the cherry tree growing there. The cherry tree likes to grow in the same minerals that are associated with gold. But look at the embankment over here. You can see all the river wash in the embankment, and I've actually taken some dirt out of that embankment and panned off, and I think I got one little speck out of it. But for the old timers, this was the old river system running through here. It's not to say that there's not gold up in there, but it just wasn't viable for them to take out that part of the hill, where when you're looking for gold in a creek system, you're looking for the lower point where the gold is catching up, and that's basically what we're standing on here. But that run, the embankment, the gold would have been running on that deeper point, but like I said, there is gold in there. So just the amount of work. I believe on this particular hill there was 10,000 miners working it. Yeah, you know, and you got to take your hat off to them. If I said here's a pick, a shovel and some water and start washing, you can imagine how long it would take to wash an area like this. And back up towards the area up there, it just, you can just imagine the amount of people that would have been working here. And look at these big bits of conglomerate. You know, the conglomerate is, it's quartz and ironstone and other sediments that have cemented together over the millions of years. You know, it's very hard, and yeah, quite often you will find gold in little bits of conglomerate that the old timers threw out. But yeah, just an area well worth looking.
Do that whole bit again. Your mic was off.
Okay, it's on?
Yeah.
Okay, the $100, the major prize, I'll do that first, is the Minelab money, which you can spend $100 in store on a Minelab product at Lucky Strike Gold in Geelong. Our winner is...
Derek Thomason.
Who was that, sorry?
Darren.
Derek Thomason. Well done, Derek. Okay, so he's got the Minelab $100 Minelab money. Second prize is the Made for Muffs hat. Is Ian Lynch. So well done, Ian. Okay. Third prize, we'll give away the Minelab bucket hat. I like these hats because you can wear it that way. It won't be this one either, guys. You can wear it that way, or you can spin it around and wear that way. So in WA, you'd probably wear the lighter colour. In Victoria, you wear the darker colour. Depends what colour jeans you got on in the day. So the winner of that is Annie G. Well done, Annie. And he's a member of the Geelong PMAV. So well done. And the fourth prize, which is the Minelab bucket cap, is Mike Staben. Well done, Mike. Okay.
Contact the shop.
Yeah, contact the shop, guys. Yeah, all the prizes will be there. Any questions, guys? Any questions there, Talisha? We're just going through at the moment.
Say what you're picking up tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Someone asked me what I'm doing tomorrow. What I'm doing tomorrow, you might think I'm crazy, but I'm driving 9 hours up to New South Wales to pick up a 2-head stamper. So look, like I said, I like my mining relics. The 2-head stamper is made by Anderson and Sons in Melbourne around the turn of the century. Back in the 80s, I saw a 2-head stamper for sale, and I've kicked myself ever since that I didn't purchase it. And this one come up in an auction, and I've bought it. It is in pieces, but yeah, I had to have it. So I go up there. I've got to drive up tomorrow, sleep somewhere up that way, and then come home the next day and unload it. It is in pieces, so I've got to assemble it. But this 2-head stamper was made for prospectors, and it was small enough to put on their horse and dray. And this one come up in an auction, and I bought it. And yeah, it was small enough to put on a horse and dray and cart around the goldfields. So yeah, But when I've got it, I'll set it up in the shop. I've got an old stationary motor there. It won't be running because they're pretty loud. And yeah, be another addition to the shop. Anyone that's been in the shop, I've got a few mining relics around the shop. I've got a lot more outside the shop in the warehouse, but it's just a matter of room. I've got, you know, mining trolleys and buckets and spiders and weights and detonator boxes, and yeah, I've been collecting a while. But yeah, if anyone has something they want to know the value of it, just send me a photo and I'll let you know. Or if you want to sell it, even better, I can put it in my collection. My wife's just giving me a frown at the moment, but yeah.
Someone's asking, what's a 2-head stamper?
A 2-head stamper, if you've ever been to Sovereign Hill, it's where you throw your quartz into like a cast iron box, and there's these big heavy weights that go up and down, and the weights pulverize the quartz into powder, and then it goes over plates and that, and they catch the gold. It's like a modern day crusher. So yeah, that's yeah. Look, you don't see a lot of them around. There's one at Sovereign Hill. There's one at Creswick, but it's not open to the public. That's a big 5-head stamper. There's one at Mount Egerton. I think there's one up at Wedderburn up there. But a lot of mining relics, larger mining relics, were scrapped during the First and Second World Wars because there was a shortage of steel. And unfortunately, a lot of that stuff has been melted down into steel. And, you know, that's part of our history, and that's why I like to preserve that. What other questions we got there? Are gold monsters good in Victoria? Look, they are, if you know how to use them. When we sell a gold monster in the shop, we actually offer a full day's training on the machine, because people will buy them elsewhere, don't know how to use them. They'll turn everything up to the max, and they'll get false signals, and you know, it's not enjoyable. If you know how to use the machine properly, know what type of ground to pick, and know how to use it, well, they're a good machine. But, you know, don't think that a $1,200 machine is going to be as good as a, you know, GPZ 7000. You do get what you pay for. But to start off with, yes, they are a good machine. Okay, any other questions there? Any word on new detector upgrades? Look, I haven't heard nothing at the moment, but we have got a Minelab conference, dealers conference coming up in April. So hopefully we find out, you know, the direction that Minelab's going, I suppose, with that. Lots of rumours out there. And again, they're only rumours. But, you know, when we find out something and we're allowed to tell you guys, yeah, we'll be the first.